Was named in the 1600s. It is my honor to return and to discover the city of Portsmouth making the good Elizabeth River and her citizens healthy too. Were you aware that the Elizabeth wasn't feeling well? She wasn't always so. See, back in 1608, Captain John Smith, he sailed into the Elizabeth River, and he said that the trees were tall, the wetlands were lush, the wildlife was spectacular. In fact, all the men had to do was but lean over the boats and scoop the fish off with a frying pan. They were so bountiful. And from there, he immediately envisioned the river to be a grand river for shipbuilding and for trade. And that's what she became, and she still is today. And from there, Portsmouth was named in honor of Portsmouth, England, back in 1752. And many firsts took place, including building the Navy's first ship, the first ironclad, the first aircraft carrier, and the first naval hospital. And to continue that innovation, for the youth of Portsmouth, we have America's greenest vessel, the world's first floating weapons classroom, the learning barge, where over 10,000 youth annually come aboard to make their home river safe, swimming and fishing by 2010. But Portsmouth has faced many challenges, and over time, we have faced a lot also with our home river. But never fear, the Portsmouth delegation is here, and they're going to share with you today why we are a livable, unique, and healthy
all ages, in an effort to position Portsmouth to be the city of choice, the port city of the future, and yes, a more healthy Portsmouth. Now, it gives me great pleasure to share with you today a short skit entitled A Day in the Life of Healthy Portsmouth. So travel back to Hampton Roads with us to the site of the Portsmouth Farmers Market.
Oh, hey, Jessica. Oh, hey, Shay. I love your shirt. Oh, thank you. I love coming out to the farmers market on Saturday mornings, get fresh fruits and veggies for the family.
The best part is that it supports local business, it supports local farmers, it's amazing.
I know, and now that it's smoke-free, I love being able to come out here and have nice fresh air to breathe.
I know, I love that the Healthy Portsmouth Coalition got signs up at TSS, in the library, everywhere you go is turning smoke-free.
I know now that so much of the city is smoke-free, and then just running around and doing your hair is so nice. Plus all the sidewalks the city's put in, the ADA frames, the crosswalks, it's just so much easier for the whole city to get around.
I know, I love walking, but there's nothing better for me than hopping on my bike, going down London Boulevard, and ending up in Old Town in just a few minutes. And did you know my brother just got a blunt designation as a bike-friendly city?
I know, can you believe that we've gone from 1 mile bike lanes to 10 miles bike lanes in over 4 years? We're only going to go up from here.
Amazing.
And as much as I love to ride my bike right now with my little family, I love that so many places are becoming very friendly. It's nice to be able to nurse myself without the fear of being asked to leave.
You can't even imagine what that's like for moms like you. I'm just a fur mom. It's me, my husband, and my dog. But we're still always looking for really fun stuff to do. We love this place called Paradise Creek. It's this nature park, and you can go around, there's a path all around some wetlands, over a bridge, through a forest, and it comes out at a wildflower trail. There's nothing I like doing better on Friday night than going to Paradise Creek.
Hey!
Hey!
Did I hear you say Paradise Creek?
Yeah!
Well, my name is Mike, and I'm the area director for Young Life Multicultural in Portsmouth, Virginia. Young Life is a faith-based ministry that helps kids to grow in their faith and to become leaders in their community. Young Life has had a wonderful partnership with the Elizabeth River Project, where kids have come to learn to create green space among what was once a polluted park by the name of Paradise Creek on the Elizabeth River. Together, we've created 40 acres of the new Paradise Creek Nature Park, where over 3,500 kids come every week for environmental field trips as well as fun activities. Hey, there it is! Tyzel, come over and share your experience about Paradise Nature Creek Park.
Hey, how are you? Hey!
My name is James, and over the last couple of years, I've been working with Young Life in cleaning up and getting my business to the Paradise Creek Nature Park. And while I'm going to my designation about nature, while I have a place like it's important that you want to have a W.
Awesome.
Hey, my name is Sunset. I'm about being at the Young Life program. I'm also located in the new, more healthy Paradise Creek Nature Park.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, to prevent further dumping, Portsmouth recently held City of Portsmouth. It was the Great American Cleanup combined with Rotary Club's Paint Your Heart Out. Over 450 people showed up that day, and
and they collected over 1,000 gallons of household hazardous waste.
Wow.
Yeah, they painted 8 houses. They also collected over 2 tons of litter. And you know, that's litter thrown and dumped in the Elizabeth River. They also recycled 4,000 pounds of electronics. And you know, Portsmouth is really getting serious about recycling. They recently started a curbside recycling program. And you know, in August, they created the Department of Neighborhood Advancement. DNA, exactly. And like the term DNA, our neighborhoods contain the very core of the gene that produces what Portsmouth is all about. And you know, to help the environment even more, they participate in Adopt a Spot, Arbor Day, Clean the Bay Day, and America Recycles Day.
Hey, Donna.
Right.
Did you say America Recycles Day?
I did.
Well, my church, Monumental United Methodist Church, we partnered with the city to host America Recycles Day. A few years ago, we needed to recycle some old electronics, and so we called the city and asked them how we could do that. And what we learned was that the city was planning on having an event, but they didn't have a place to host it. So we volunteered and said, we hosted the event in our church parking lot downtown. We did, and the event was a huge success. Our church views partnerships such as this as part of our outreach and mission into the community. This November is going to be the 3rd consecutive year that our church has hosted American Recycles Day for the entire city of Portsmouth.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We really like the fact that we can be such part of such a large community event that has such an impact on the health of our community.
Oh, that's great. And you know what Portsmouth also does? Every summer, the Sheriff's Department mows the lawn of our elderly citizens that are unable to do so. Really?
Hey, Tom and Brian.
Hey,
So
Jeff.
here with the program of fire departments are called Checkup. Checkup is a community-based paramedic program in which we send a community paramedic out to assist in some. We visit with them. While we're there, we review over their medical history. We determine educate them on their medications, make sure they have access to the primary care physician, and ultimately serve as an advocate for that patient. Through a partnership with 20 different healthcare organizations and faith-based programs, we're improving the healthcare of the citizens of Portsmouth, and ultimately improving the healthcare of that citizen. And speaking of improving the citizen, the element of Portia Smith.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Yeah, Miss Portia Smith. She's doing fabulous since being enrolled in our program. She really appreciates the help from mental health and social services, and a whole long list of other organizations that are keeping her at home. Before enrolling in the program, she was calling 911 frequently just because she didn't know what else to do. During one particular bad week, she was going 3 times a day to the hospital. From the parking lot of our apartment complex, we were able to coordinate with mental health and social services to get her stabilized in a local psychiatric facility. Even though she was feeling very helpless and despair, she actually took the time to look at me and said, "Thank you for treating me like a person." His heartfelt statements like this solidify the importance of our program and why we are actively involved in the care today.
And as we chart this new course to be healthier, we are reclaiming, rebuilding, and rethinking.
We are